Alrighty. We have, unfortunately, a sexy new rumor, which is the most horrible thing I've heard since George Lucas sold Star Wars, is that Warner Brothers is thinking, hoping, maybe, to sell the Looney Tunes off? What the actual goat fuck is that?
Yeah, I don't know if this is some unsubstantiated rumor or speculation.
We heard it from Clownfish, so it's rumor territory, but
this came from Clownfish, yeah, and I guess there have been a couple of projects lately that I hadn't even heard of. I didn't even know they were doing.
Yeah.
There's one that actually released to theaters on March 20th.
And we would have gone and seen it. Fuck.
And I hadn't even heard of it. What was it?
The Day the Earth Blew Up?
Yeah. Theatrical release Looney Tunes film. And there's another one that's been shelved.
Yeah.
That's Wile E. Coyote versus Acme.
Yeah.
Which I guess was inspired by some kind of an article or something that somebody had written, some kind of op-ed or something about Wile E. Coyote versus Acme. And so they made a movie that, according to Clownfish, focus groups and people who've seen it said it's really good.
Yeah, so why the fuck isn't it out?
And it's just they just shelved it.
Are they trying to fuck the dog or what?
And that was one of the things that led to speculation that they're considering selling off the Looney Tunes. And they're wondering, and they're thinking that maybe Universal might be a likely.
Okay, but you cannot separate Looney Tunes from Warner Brothers. There is no fucking way that it will be successful. That either part will be successful without the other.
No, it's a classic example of the sum being greater than, or the whole being greater than the sum of its parts.
Yes.
You separate Warner Brothers from the Looney Tunes, it's just a recipe for failure.
It's just another fucking mindless.
And I haven't seen any of the new, like, most recent contemporary Looney Tunes shorts that have come out, like Max Originals.
Yeah.
I haven't made a point of it. I heard a lot about some of the judicious liberties they were taking with it to make it more modern and politically correct. Like Elmer Fudd wasn't carrying a gun, and they took away Yosemite Sam's pistols, and they even took away Pepe Le Pew. Just completely, just not going to use him at all as in these new shorts because of the
horny skunk.
Because of the unwanted advances.
God. No, hold on. All right, so...
No, really?
Yeah, no. I know. I'm just... I got a story. So when... God, this is going to make...
Watching Pepe Le Pew when I was 9 years old did not make me go hit on girls inappropriately.
But hold on.
They underestimate...
When Warner Brothers had its 7,500-year celebration, they had a art thing at the Crocker Art Museum, a display, or it was basically took over most of it took the bottom floor, and it was all cell animation and all sorts of stuff about Warner Brothers and the animation.
Yeah,
and this docent was talking about Speedy Gonzales and how it's racist and how it makes Mexican people look bad, and I'm like, and my friend, my friend who is uber not liberal, had suffered from the TDS something fierce. She got over it just because she knew that she was having a brain issue. When she heard that, she's like, "What the hell? Like, what is that? That doesn't. And why are you telling little kids that? That's you're planting in this idea that everything is racist and everything is bad just because
he was a Hispanic mouse with an accent
and a work ethic.
I mean,
so all Martians are.
I mean, Speedy Gonzales, Ipa, andale, hee-ha. How is that racist?
I don't know. But how are so many things racist? Or
I mean,
fuck. So I just it blew my mind. I'm like, what the hell?
It doesn't have to be like necessarily racist, but how is it derogatory? So much in especially the classic Warner Brothers cartoons. I mean,
well, why would Elmer Fudd, like, why couldn't he have a gun? And, like, in Hillbilly Hair. And what did Bugs Bunny do all the time? Bugs Bunny's a cross-dresser. fucking 1930s. What
Dude,
the fuck?
And it's
And so what is oh, but that's all right because he's not transphobic or what the fuck? Like hillbilly hair is the best. Well, not I can't say the best, but it's up there. It is up there as one of those
the
top tier.
Dance,
yes,
man.
top tier. Fucking
God.
look it up on YouTube.
Brilliant.
You'll love it. And
the thing is,
it's so
let's
great.
look at that though. Let's look at those
two hillbillies,
dumb hillbillies.
Yeah,
that's a stereotype.
Yep, absolutely.
Nobody's jumping out of their skin over that.
Even the if you
okay, what about the buzzard? What was his name? I'm bringing home a baby bumblebee.
Yeah.
Dumb as a fence post.
Yeah.
Thick. Stupid and God.
And we both know people like that,
and
they're white. Oh my God. But so what?
And they're sitting there, and I mean they could be. That they are making fun of stupid people.
That's all right.
Nobody is.
Yeah.
I mean, they could take issue with it, and maybe in some cases should. But I mean, come on, man! It's just a joke. It's a cartoon. And the original Warner Brothers artists and creators, they were geniuses.
Mel Blanc. So, that's all I gotta say. Fucking Mel Blanc.
Mel Blanc.
Still the best because he had to. He did
all of them.
He had to sing with that tone and
in that character voice.
Yes.
He had to sing like Bugs Bunny. He had to sing like Foghorn Leghorn. He had to sing like Daffy Duck.
And then,
and when they did duets, he did both parts, and they had to mix them.
Yeah,
like the opening credits.
Okay,
so Mel Blanc, man.
We have to look up something because Kevin Conroy, he posthumously did a voice work for some character that in a movie that's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to look that up too because Kevin Conroy in that Batman Beyond episode.
Yeah,
he played the Batman on the theater and the singing voice and the old man Batman, and in the movie the Batman Beyond movie he had to do different versions of Batman in the ages, and Kevin
Conroy
was and wait till you see him in Venture Brothers.
And the thing, he was a pretty physically fit buff dude. Yeah. He could have played a live action Batman easy.
Yeah,
but no, he's the voice of Batman, though. Yeah. Oh, my God. Kevin.
So, anyway, getting back to
Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
But no, selling off the Looney Tune?
What the actual fuck?
I mean...
Seriously?
It's like you're selling off your most prized possession in your collection of whatever you have that's valuable, the most valuable piece in your collection. It's like I got a copy of Amazing Fantasy 15 and you need to sell it off,
burn a hole in your pocket
for the money, rather than have it in your collection as and have it continue to appreciate in value. And I don't think the Looney Tunes have depreciated in value so much. And
even with that movie that Whatchfigure was in, that they were in with the blonde chick from that TV show.
Oh.
Yeah, in the 05, 06.
Yeah.
And then wasn't Brendan Fraser in that too?
Yes. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Oh, no. That was the Taz movie.
Yeah, okay.
Taz movie. That was actually good.
Okay.
I enjoyed that one. And Space Jam. The first Space Jam was good. Haven't seen the second one. Heard it sucked.
Yeah.
Heard it was
garbage.
Not good. And that's that. I get going back to the original, cartoonists who
and
who did these things,
and like the opera one.
Oh God, what's Opera Dog?
Yeah,
Killed a Wabbit.
Yeah, and
even the Rabbit of Seville.
Yes,
in the barbershop.
Yes, and then.
Turn me on to classical music.
Where he gets the guy to keep singing, and he holds the glove up.
Yes. Yeah, and he even takes his hand out, and the glove stays there, and the guy's all turning red and blue and
green.
I mean,
he didn't go plaid though. So, so anyway, just
come on, Bugs Bunny. He just lived to fuck with people.
Yeah.
Any way, shape, or form he could. He went in and fucked with that opera singer. Fucks with Elmer Fudd, Yosemite Sam, every chance he gets. Duck season, Wabbit season.
So that's the stupid move to make. If you're just there to sell and gut a company, I guess that's what you're doing.
Like modern day, it's not fashionable to just fuck with people like that. So that's not what you get from Bugs Bunny these days, and we should be getting that from Bugs Bunny. I mean, even like right now, it could still be relevant, and I mean,
Still
fucking with in a modern context.
But there's those shorts where they show the Japanese in an unfriendly light. And,
well, that was during the.
But they don't talk about that a Democrat was in charge then. They just it's the Warner Brothers. They were awful, and somehow they were Republicans or something.
One of the Fleischer Supermans did that.
Yeah.
The title was even called Japateurs.
Oh,
the saboteurs were Japanese, and it was the war. It was during World War II, and the Japanese were the enemy at the time.
So Superman's racist.
And they've even changed the title of that cartoon on packaging because it's so offensive.
Yeah.
Because they called them Japateurs.
Yeah.
So it's not out of line for the times.
Well, and compared to other slang for the Japanese, that's pretty tame.
No, right. But I mean, as just saying, to compare, but what we don't have today is geniuses like Fritz Freeling, Isidore Freeling, Chuck Jones. All those, I mean, they're the reason that we're so great.
Mel Blanc.
And Mel Blanc, to do the voices. But I remember one time I was at the airport in Sacramento, and for whatever reason, I just happened to be there during a time when in their exhibit room, it was about Chuck Jones. It was like a Chuck Jones exhibit that was touring or whatever. Just happened to be in this airport the day I was there. I could have spent a couple hours in there.
Yeah, it
was cool. They had original oil paintings that Chuck Jones had done of the Looney Tunes characters. They were really sweet. There was
they need to get thrown on the fire because it's not valuable anymore.
No, those would have been priceless.
Just like
they were from his personal.
And here's the thing about all this
video playing. That,
But the thing about all this woke stuff, they're just like the Nazis burning books. If it's an idea that they don't agree with, it's garbage now. It never existed.
Yeah.
What the bullshit? Yeah. How do you learn from anything?
And I mean, I can see, maybe, re-envisioning things in a more contemporary context.
Like they did with Snow White?
No. That was what I was about to get into. There are exceptions.
Oh, yes.
There's no reason to bring Snow White into whatever kind of a modern cultural fucking messaging thing that you want to throw into it. No. Some things are sacred.
Right?
Looney Tunes are sacred.
And I don't think I could see the movie because Gal Gadot's only 38.
No, and she's god-awful.
Well, yeah, but she's...
I heard she's god-awful.
She's in a leather dominatrix suit, which would be just
right. And she's god-awful.
Yeah, but I don't care.
Come on.
I need to listen to him talk. Just,
Right. Well, just download still pics because you don't need to hear any of it. And it's Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot, she's a very popular and competent actress, but I hear she's just god-awful as the queen.
Well,
in the reviews I've heard.
But I'm just like, wow. Why?
And Rachel Ziegler, the only thing about her is that she does have a good voice and she can sing the songs. Outside of that...
Garbage.
Anyway,
we veered off because we're watching the screensaver and Disney, Snow White came by. So anyway, back to Warner Brothers fucking the dog and screwing up everything.
I mean, really, again, there's no there's speculation, and there's reasons for the speculation. According to the Clownfish, we should put a link to the Clownfish because it's got an article that it quotes from.
Yeah.
Out of the trades and sources that
we got to remember to do it though, because sometimes we forget.
Right. So, but really, if nothing else, this is where we got this report was from Clownfish TV. They're on YouTube. Look them up and go see about the Warner Brothers selling the.
And what do you think about? What do you think about it? Is there anything you like in Warner Brothers or Looney Tunes? Classic Looney Tunes? And I hate calling it classic because it's a beautiful cartoon. They're beautifully made cartoons. You just look at them and you're like, how the hell did they do that without computers? And they did it better than with computers.
They're all hand drawn.
Yeah, just painted and wild.
And yeah, all of their backgrounds hand painted.
Just amazing.
And I've seen documentary on just that.
Yeah.
The background art for the Warner Brothers cartoons and how cool it was and what they, I mean.
So anyway,
they
were the exemplar. They were the people to beat.
Yes.
And I don't think Disney...
And they were the antithesis of Disney.
Yes.
Because they were so just wrong. And so, I mean, and they were not made for kids.
No.
Back in the 40s, no. When you went to the movies, it was a big event.
Yeah.
There
was a little short.
You didn't take your kid to the movie theater on Friday night. That was an adult experience.
Yeah.
You got your newsreel because they didn't have TV yet.
Yeah.
You got a short subject like a Three Stooges or whatever, and then you got a cartoon like Warner Brothers, and then you got your feature.
Yeah.
And those cartoons were produced for adult audiences.
Yeah.
And they started showing them in the 60s on Saturday morning, and people lost their shit. What are you showing my kids? All these uncut Warner Brothers. And that was what led to the editing of them. They started taking out all the questionable content rather than just not showing them anymore.
Yeah.
And that's what led to a whole lot of...
That's what led to Tipper Gore.
Well, it also led to studios taking over the production of cartoons.
Yeah.
And not giving the cartoonist the creative freedom.
True.
So they had staff writers and staff producers and staff directors doing these cartoons who didn't know what the fuck they were doing. All they had ever done is like regular episodic TV, like live action and regular sitcoms and stuff. So they were writing the cartoons as if they were like a sitcom, like because that's all they knew how to do.
Scooby-Doo.
Like the Scooby-Doo cartoons, yes, and like so many of the Saturday morning ones, like the Hair Bear Bunch and Speed Buggy and what, but they were all being produced and put together by people who were not cartoonists. They were just staff writers, studio
Anyway,
and it was just an assignment to them. It wasn't like they had an investment in it like the original cartoonist.
Oh, so it's just like with what Disney's done with Marvel and
Star
Wars and everything else.
You get the people who
don't give a fuck,
came up with it, a chance to do their thing, and it's going to be good.
With that, tell us what you think. Do you care? Do you shake your fist in the air in umbrage over it? Let me know what you think.
I wish I had $1 billion to spend on that.
Right?
I would. In a heartbeat, and then I would start putting out Looney Tunes like
couldn't believe,
like everybody knows and loves.
With that, like, share, subscribe.